What's up everyone, and today I have 5 tips that will help you on Battle Royale on COD Mobile. I hope that you will use these tips and they make a good impact on your gameplay. So let's find out tip number 5. So for tip number 5, watch your map or mini-map. It is an obvious choice, but it is important to know your position using the map and to figure out where to search next. And enemies can appear on the minimap when they are moving nearby, which will be indicated using the red footprints with an arrow pointing in their current direction. So you can use this to your advantage, so you can plan your attack or avoid moving while someone's nearby to stop them from finding you. So for tip number 4, it's time for that tip. Close doors after entering buildings. This is another obvious tip to use. If you keep doors opened after entering a building, or someone comes across it, they'll tell if you have been in the building or still currently searching it. And since all doors are closed by default at the beginning of the match, you want to consider that. So if you close the door and you're able to trick people into thinking the building hasn't been searched yet, then you can set up for an ambush. Okay, time for tip number 3. So for tip number 3, don't drop in dense areas. This tip is self-explanatory. At the start of the match, people will most likely parachute to dense locations such as a town. If you go there, your chances will be reduced and you don't want to risk it. Instead, look for areas with a few buildings, which is more ideal. You will rarely encounter more than one enemy, and you'll usually end up with decent weapons and gear anyway. So moving on with tip number 2. Tip number 2, communicate with your team. If you're playing Battle Royale with teammates, it's crucial to communicate with them. Just speak with them using your device's mic and enable it by pressing the mic icon located left of the minimap. It has hold to talk or always active modes. So use what you're comfortable with. And time for tip number 1. So if the circle passes you, do not panic. When the circle approaches on your position, it may seem worrying. It moves quick, but the damage that it inflicts isn't that bad at all. So as long as you have a healing item, you'll be fine. You can take the time you need to get to the safe zone without panicking. And that's all the tips I have for you on Battle Royale COD Mobile. Hopefully you find it useful, and if so, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment too, and feel free to contact me on which tip is your favorite. That's all I have to say, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.